Jos. Plateau State.
Hey guys, so after we arrived Jos from Bauchi, we lodged at this hotel in Bauchi Road, Jos. The rooms are very affordable, although the hotel is quite old. But after we used our eye to see shege with the hotels in Kano, we didn't mind to take this hotel. After all, every day is not Christmas. Nigeria is hard, I beg. These guys have a heater outside of the room where you can go and fetch hot water to take a bath. The hotel is located just directly opposite the main campus of the University of Jos. I took a little stroll that evening to grab some snacks before we passed the night. The following morning, we hit the road to face the day's business. Surprisingly, I didn't witness any cold in Jos as I anticipated. I felt more cold in Jigawa and in Kano, but when I got to Jos, I didn't really feel any cold. This Apata area of Jos has the same vibes with Sabongeri in Kano. They both have the same old pattern of buildings and are mostly inhabited by Igbo people. The only difference here is that Apata has good tarred roads, while all the areas in Sabongeri has no single tarred road. Then from Apata area, we headed towards Jos South. To the best of my knowledge, this is the only flyover in Jos. It was painted with very fanciful rainbow colors. One of the beautiful things I like about the north is that they have a lot of food items here. So we bought some onions and some Irish potatoes. The onions cost 6k per bucket, while the Irish potatoes cost 7k for the small bucket and 25k for the big bucket.
So how much is this onions?
This one is 8,000. Onions, 7,000.
This is the popular Jos Wildlife Park, which is located at Miyango Road in Jos, but we couldn't stop by because we had a mission at Bassa local government. So we arrived at Bassa. Bassa is a local government area in Plateau State. We passed through some local villages before we finally arrived at site. And here is me on site alongside the rest of my team. After we left Bassa, we decided to go have something to eat. We came to this place called Railway Canteen, which is located behind Nasco Company. It's quite a popular canteen and they have a lot of customers who come there to eat. I ate fufu and the egusi soup and the food cost 3,000 naira only. I enjoyed the food anyways. The food was very delicious. So after our lunch at the railway canteen, we went straight to Terminus Market to buy some things. Ahmadu Bello is arguably the most popular road in Jos. The Nigeria Post Office is on that road and there are several banks and businesses on the same road. The road can get very busy during the daytime because of a lot of business activities going on in the area. There are also a lot of Igbo people doing business in this area. We wanted to buy jungle boots, so we continued to search until we found the perfect shop to buy the boots we needed. We bought from this guy, who is quite a very good businessman. Then we went straight to the filling station to fill up our tanks before we depart on our journey out of Jos.
We made a quick stop here to buy this Hausa snack called rogo and yaji, that is boiled cassava and spiced pepper. And as usual, during each of our travels, we always stop by local farmers markets along the way to buy some items. And so at this local farmers market in a town called Riyom, just close by the city of Jos, we stopped by to buy some vegetables. Jos is one of the few states in Nigeria that is richly blessed with a fertile land that produces these kinds of vegetables.
So after we left Jos, we were unable to return to Abuja the same day because it was getting late already. So we decided to pass the night in Akwanga. Akwanga is a local government and also a town in Nasarawa State. You guys, this hotel in Akwanga is the nicest hotel I ever stayed in throughout the duration of my trips. This is exactly what I meant by not being too expensive and at the same time not being too local. This hotel room costs 10,000 naira only. Can you beat that? This room has a very nice orthopedic bed, a water heater that was actually working. The water heater was very helpful because I always prefer to bathe with warm water. They also have this small size refrigerator in the room. I tried using the fridge to verify if it works and trust me, it was working. The only downside is the old model AC which they have in the room. At night we came to this fancy restaurant to have something to eat for dinner. We ate and we went back to our hotels to sleep for the night. The following morning we continued our journey back to Abuja. This was when we arrived at Maraba. You know how chaotic Maraba can be sometimes. But the road was looking quite free. There was no much traffic. So we passed and we headed straight into Abuja. You just know that you are inside Abuja already. I mean, the road alone will let you know that you have entered Abuja. We drove right back to our initial point of departure.
And that marked the end of my trip through Bauchi State, Plateau State, and Nasarawa States. I look forward to more travel adventures across northern Nigeria.